Good morning, YouTube. Welcome in. Today, I got another beautiful build for you. Today, we're building our optimized Pro system. We've built it before on the channel, but today we're building it again so you guys can see a little bit more and talk about what the system is capable of doing in games like Warzone. Warzone 3 is coming out. It's going to be absolutely killer. This system is one of the best bang for buck when it comes to budget. 7000 XTD paired with a 4070 Ti, 6000 CL30 RAM, a 1TB NVMe drive, an 850 watt ATX 3.0 power supply, and it's put all in the beautiful Montech Air 903 Max case. Bang for buck, $24.99. The system puts out amazing FPS and all those titles, all those FPS titles you want to play, while also being able to stream efficiently with that new 4070 Ti and the NVMe encoder, AV1 if you're doing things on YouTube. Absolutely killer system. Let us know what you think below down in the comments. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. You want to catch us live, unedited, and raw like it is right now as we record this. You can join us any Monday, Wednesday, or Friday over our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/stints at 10 a.m. Eastern. We hope to see you soon. Black Friday sales, when we have them, will be decent. Pricing right now is pretty competitive across the board. I don't expect to see more than a couple dollars here or there potentially saved, unless we do like one or two different systems. Like last year we did like 3 systems, I believe. I don't know if they're still live. Let me see if they are. On the page, I might be able to see the page. These are what we did last year, okay? These are what we did last year. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 PCs. We do like really good deals on all of our systems here. You'll see it like we have 12400 3060 Ti, 5600X 3070 builds. We'll probably have a couple of tiered systems, really good pricing. We'll be really competitive. We're going to be working with MSI, Deepcool, things like that to put together a really high-end system. These probably won't be announced what systems are going to have until the week of Thanksgiving, and we won't nearly know until we see what our partners, people like MSI and Deepcool and things like that, can help provide value. That way we can give you really cheap pricing. All right, let's get started on this build. We've been chatting quite a bit, so let's go top down. Again, today is the beautiful optimized Pro system we've built here before on the channel. There's a reason why I say this is one of the best bang for buck systems on the market. B650 TOMAHAWK motherboard is killer. This is one of the best boards you can potentially build any AMD system around right now. It delivers all the power you need. It does all the performance you need in terms of the sleek black look, but also all of the USB connectivity on the back for anything you're running. Single PC streaming. I mean, you've got 7 USB 3.0 ports, 2 2.0 ports, and a Type-C port on the back with a 2.5 gig and Wi-Fi and Bluetooth built in. It's absolutely killer motherboard for the cost. I'm not sure what the retail value of. I think they're right around the $200 price point. All right, let's drop our CPU down and in. Again, the optimized Pro system comes with a 7800X3D, absolutely killer CPU. It is, in my opinion, if you're playing Tarkov, if you're playing Warzone, it is one of the best CPUs right now on the market to have. 14th gen, not a huge uptick from 13th gen in terms of performance. The 14700K looks good because it has some more E-cores. So I will say the 14700K is a good value. 1400K is still really just a 1300KS, but we're seeing that some of the IMC on those chips are not as good. So it means the internal memory controller is not as good in 14th gen as we were hoping. So you're not seeing huge bumps in terms of memory performance. Is it changing? If you go out and look on our shelves, we probably have probably a 65-35 split of AMD to Intel right now. Before 7800X3D came out, it was probably a 90% Intel. So it tells you how good the AMD chips are right now. AMD chips are phenomenal. I would say strictly in the gaming sense. If you're going to be editing, you kind of want to be on that 750X3D because any of the Intel CPUs will beat the 7800X3D in terms of editing. But if you're just strictly doing single PC gaming and streaming, the 7800X3D is one of the best bang for bucks right now. 7800X3D, 13600K, and then obviously going up from there. I do want to see what the 146 will do when it's launched. I want to see what they're going to do with that. If we're going to see a little bit more boost in performance there, because that'll be a pretty good value CPU. All right, guys, down and in with a KC3000 1TB NVMe drive. Our standard drives here. Next, we're going to work on our standoffs, which we're going to the LS720 today. Top mounting that on the 903 Max case. All right, there we go, down with our standoffs. Next will be our RAM. Got our RAM chat. Let's go down and in with our RAM. Delta RGB 6000 CL30 RAM, 32 gigs. There we go, beautiful RAM. Down and in, there we go. All right, guys, we've got everything done here. V650 TOMAHAWK Wi-Fi motherboard. We have our 7000X3D down in the socket. We've got our standoffs here for our LS720 cooler, which typically is a little bit overkill for this CPU because it never really does get super hot. A 520 could definitely cool it, but we're doing the 720 today in our optimized Pro system right here. Down in our NVMe slot here, we have a KC3000 1TB drive coming in from Kingston. read and write speeds up to 7,000 megabytes per second. And then our RAM here, we have a Team Delta, the T-Force Delta RGB kit. That's 32 gigs at 6,000 megahertz at CL30 timings. Absolutely killer kit. Beautiful looking system right here. We're gonna slide this aside and we get the case out. Again, today we have the 903 Max from Montech. Usually Montech, you're like, oh, it's more of a budget case. This is more of a premium case. Extended ATX standoffs as well. So it's a little bit bigger bang for buck. Right now, this case is in the, I think it's sub $100 price point, and it's hard to beat this case for the price right now. 4 140s, chat. So you've got three RGB in the front and one rear black PWM non-RGB fan. But there it is, chat. This is the Montech Air 903 Max. Absolutely beautiful case. Really high value proposition with the 4 140s already installed. It's got a rear RGB and PWM fan hub as well. And it's sub $100, but it's really good performance too. Really good airflow, really sleek. It looks really good. And then having the top mount 360 is also a huge, huge value. So the back right here, we have to do some cable management, not too bad from factory. Take everything apart, it's gonna get a little messier, but we'll clean it all up here with some zip ties, which they give you here. All right, down and in we go with a beautiful B650 Tomahawk board. We have to move just our rear cable here. We slide this board in. So we need to run our Type C and our USB 3.0 headers. USB-C header. This is gonna be our USB 3.0 header. There we go. Next is gonna be our PWM header. It's coming from our fan hub. So right here, we're just cleaning up all the cables in the back, make them look nice and neat before we move on to the power supply. Tell you about those main cables. The power supply, MSI A50G, plenty of power for the day system. ATX 3.0 power supply coming in from MSI. Absolutely killer, bang for buck. Really good performance, really reliable. So we will need a SATA. It's gonna power both our onboard SATA for the power RGB hub, as well as our cooler. Next is going to be our CPU header 1. Cables we don't need, like our PCIe extra cables are going to go in the pouch here. A 24-pin main motherboard. Get our second CPU cable. All we have left is our 12-volt high power, which is going to be our GPU cable. There we go, all down and in, just like that. Slide this power supply in the back. There we go. 24-pin up and in. All in. There we go. Here's all our cable management looking nice and clean. And we have to move on to the cooler. There we go. All right, there we go. There we go, chat. We mount this up top here. Well, there we get ready to work on the pump. There we go. All right. Pull our cables through, clean them up and in. There we go. All right, there it is. There we go. All right, get some screws in here. GPU time is right. Duh, yes, that's right. GPU time, yep. All right, now that we've got all of our cables managed in the back, I'll let you guys check that out while we get ready to get the GPU out. There we go, chat. There's all the cable management on the back, nice and clean. Man, under an hour on this build too. Are we done? 4070 Ti Ventus OC, fantastic card. Like right now, when I say like 4070 Ti, the two best 4070 Ti cards, three best, let's say the three best 4070 Ti cards, if you can get them, the Ventus, the Tough, the ProArt. Those are my three favorite cards right now in terms of on this platform because of the value. They all are very similar price. They all perform within 0.001%. It's not super flashy, but man, it's just powerful and it runs right. That's why we like them. So let's get in we go. Let's get a nice little thunk here, you know? It's like right directly into your eyes as we insert this beautiful 4070 Ti from Mr. Fournette. There we go. 3, 2, 1. There's the thunk we want to hear. We're ready to lay up this beautiful PC. Power connection there. We get our back panel on. We're ready to light up this beautiful PC from Mr. Fournette. Guys, thanks for coming in and liking another video here on YouTube. Make sure to hit that like button, help us with the algorithm. Make sure people find us and see all the beautiful PCs we build. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button as well. Remember, we build these systems live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over on our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/stints. Come on over, hang out, chat it up with us, watch us build beautiful PCs for everybody in the community. And remember, let's go.